What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the Vaporflask Classic by Vape. So Vape, the guys who brought you the original Vaporflask, have teamed up with Wismec on this project and came out with 3 new products. The first being the Vaporflask Classic, which is a dual 18650 device. They also have the Vaporflask Stout, which is a single 26650 or 18650 device, and the Vaporflask Lite, which is a single 18650 device. So the Vaporflask Classic is going to run you $120. You can purchase these at vape4.com. I will leave that link in the description below. I purchased mine from a local vape shop. I did not purchase mine through them. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. This is the packaging that your device will come in. And from what I've seen, all of the devices, the packaging is pretty much the same. So there's our website, vape4.com. Now I have the black version. The Classic comes in black, white, and stainless steel. So inside the box you will receive an authenticity card, a user manual, and a USB cable for charging and firmware upgrades. So the Vaporflask Classic has a max of 150 watts. It has temperature control for nickel, titanium, and stainless steel. The temperature control range is 100 degrees to 315 degrees Celsius and 200 to 600 degrees Fahrenheit. The resistance range on this device in temperature control is 0.05 to 1 ohm. In wattage mode, it is 0.1 to 3.5 ohms. This device is 62 millimeters by 92 millimeters by 27.2 millimeters. You have a spring-loaded 510 connection, stainless steel adjustment and firing buttons, a USB connection. You have battery venting on both sides at the bottom. Now, unlike the previous versions of the Vaporflask, you had 2 screw caps that you had to remove to access your batteries. Well, with this device, they've upgraded that feature and added a magnetic back door. So to remove the back door, get your finger in this little groove, pop it up. That's how you remove your back door. So one of my first cons on this device, as you can see here on the back door, I am missing a magnet. Yesterday while using this device, that magnet came out. Yeah, I could probably put some super glue in there and it'd take care of that issue, but for 120 bucks, should I really have to do that? So your back door has this piece of tape here. What that does, it basically lays over your batteries, so you won't have any issues with your batteries contacting the metal and shorting the device out. So that's a nice little safety feature they added on this device. So this is the inside of the device. They've got your positives and your negatives clearly marked. You've got spring-loaded battery post, your 4 magnets, and the extra magnet from the door, and your battery ribbon. So here's the front of the device. Your fire button, wattage up, wattage down, and your USB connection. So to turn the device on, you will click your fire button 5 times. You would adjust your wattage or your temperature with your up and down buttons. To change the mode, you click your fire button 4 times. So you've got temperature nickel, temperature titanium, temperature stainless steel, and your wattage. Whichever mode you'd like to be in, just hit the fire button and it'll take you into that mode. So if you're in temperature control and you'd like to change your wattage, you will push your fire button 3 times. and that would allow you to change your wattage. Once you get it set to where you would like, hit your fire button again, and it puts you back in temperature. If you'd like to lock the device, you'd press your up and down buttons together. Your device is locked. To unlock it, do the same. If you'd like to put the device in stealth mode, you would push your fire button and your wattage up. Now you're in stealth mode. Now when you're in a temperature control mode and you want to lock your resistance, I don't have a tank on here right now, but if you'd like to lock your resistance, you would press your fire button and your down button, and that will lock your resistance. So a couple other features with this device, you need to have the device turned off. But you can check your battery voltage by pressing your fire button and your down button. So there's your battery voltage. You can also flip your screen by pressing the up and down button together. Alright, one other thing I want to point out, if you can see, this button has a pretty good bit of play in it, and it does rattle. So I've got to mention that as a con also. So I've had the Vaporflask Classic for about 2 weeks now, and as far as operating the device, temperature control modes, nickel, stainless steel, titanium, wattage, all that has been fine. I've had no issues with the device at all. But I have had some cosmetic issues. Some of the pros with this device, of course, the design. I mean, this is a well-designed mod. When the first Vaporflask came out, you know, I thought it was one of the better designed mods on the market. It just fits in your hand. It feels good. Feels like it should be there. So definitely a pro to this device is the design. Another pro I'd like to mention is the options with this new line. You've got the Classic, the Stout, and the Light. So there's plenty of options there for whatever you may like. Another pro is the ability to upgrade the firmware. So as I mentioned earlier, this was manufactured by Wismec, the same manufacturer of the Rulo DNA 200 and the RX 200. So the firmware upgrades on this device should be fine. They have released a new firmware for this device, but I have yet to download it and install it. So I expect it to work just like the updates on the RX 200. Another pro I must mention is Vape Forward's customer service. So as I showed you earlier, the magnet in the back door has came out. So I contacted Vape Forward. Within 30 minutes, I had an email with a shipping label to ship the device back, and they said that they would replace it. So I definitely got to give them a thumbs up on their customer service. They owned up to it. They're going to take care of the device, ship me a new one. But, you know, how long will that take? Will I be without the device for a week, 2 weeks? You know, when you pay $120 for a device, you expect it to work and function properly. That's just not the case for the one I got. So some of the cons on this device, definitely the button rattle. You guys heard that. Button rattles in the device. Some of the other videos and reviews I've watched on this device, some of them have had issues with button rattle, others have not. So I guess it's kind of the luck of the draw as far as the button goes. Of course, one of the other cons is the magnetic back door, the magnet popping out. That's definitely an issue. Another con on this device, to me, this is my opinion, is the screen on this device. It's not very bright. As you can see, let me grab my RX200. So hopefully you guys can see that. The RX200 is just a lot brighter than the Vaporflask Classic. Manufactured by the same company, so not sure what the difference there. I know they're different chips, but kind of would expect the brightness to be about the same, if not better, on the Classic, since it is you know, $70 more than the RX200. So that's about it for the Vaporflask Classic. As I said, I've had no issues with the device as far as running it in any of the temperature control modes or the wattage mode. Other than the cosmetic issues I've had, this is a nice device. I really like the way it feels. Hopefully the next one I receive from Vape Forward won't have those issues. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. And until next time, keep on vaping.